So today is my updated workshop tour. Even though my room isn't the ideal space, it's one, way too small, like extremely way too small. Also, it's just not very aesthetically pleasing. The carpet's disgusting. I mean, it's not dirty, it's just old dated carpet. You'll see there's trimming like on the walls that just need redone. It just needs a lot of cosmetic work, but it's just pointless to do it because I would rather save my money to go towards my business and potentially a future new home. I own this home, so I do have the means to remodel all that stuff, but it's just, there's no point in it, you know? I'd rather save my money. It's just me that goes in there. It doesn't need to look cute. So I hope this video isn't anticlimactic. I hope you weren't expecting something more beautiful. I know on Pinterest, you always see all those adorable workshops that people have. Well, I don't have that, unfortunately. Hopefully one day I will. As of now, I'm thankful for what I have. I hope you weren't expecting anything more extravagant, and let's get on with it. I hope you enjoy. So here is just a quick overview of what the entire room looks like. Behind those white curtains over there, I will not be showing you what is behind those curtains because that is my closet, and there are just boxes upon boxes piled up in there because, like I said, this room is not big enough for me. And then we have this little organizer right here, and then my door. So I think I'm going to start with this section over here. So we have these shelves. I purchased these shelves at Menards. I don't know if Menards is all around the country, but you can go to like Lowe's or something. And then we have the table down here. This is my old desk I used to use. It used to be out in my living room, but I moved it in here because it's just too big. And then we have two storage drawers, and then we have this box right here. So this first shelf right here is where I keep all the products I've have ready made to go out on my Etsy shop, and then this top shelf here is where I keep all the body scrubs. We got lip scrubs, we got facial scrubs. This is just like a mix between all my alpha hydroxy acid products. Got my rose products, matcha products, Luna cream, rose serum, eye cream, retinol serums, and aloe products. And then below this top shelf, I have these mason jars, and this is where I keep all my clay masks. For some reason, I just make my clay masks, store them in these mason jars, and then whenever I get an order, I will package them in their rightful jars. Right here, I just have some eye creams getting ready for a wholesale order. Still have some more products I need to make for that wholesale order. Right here is where I keep my bubble mailers. These bubble mailers are my favorite things. My large boxes that I use to package my orders fit perfectly in here, and it's cheaper if you ship them flat rate. Sometimes if you're shipping, at least for me on the East Coast, sometimes it'll be cheaper just to send them in a box. You'll just have to compare prices. This is the thing I use for waterproofing my labels. I'll link down below to my video on how I waterproof labels. Those are my scissors I use to cut things, obviously. Right here is a sneaky peeky at some new products I'm making for my Etsy shop. So yeah. Right here is just a pile of products that I need to package up into jars. They have to sit for about 24 hours before I package them. So they're just big chilling right there. This entire table is what I use for sanitizing. So I'll use my bucket to obviously put my sanitizer solution in, use those gloves, and then I use these drying racks to dry everything. Honestly, I would love to get rid of this thing and buy more of these. These things are superior. I will link to these down below, along with this like rubber mat thing. So much better using these than towels. My surface under here, you probably can't tell, but it's starting to like kind of like rot away, basically, from just moisture from sanitizing. So yeah, I'll link to that stuff down below, but not that thing, because I don't recommend that thing. This desk is from IKEA, in case you're wondering. It really is an amazing desk. I really like it, but it's too big for my living room, because my living room is where my actual desk is, where I do like desk work. And then let's organize it to make it look cute. Okay, here's this drawer. This is where I keep my gloves. I need to purchase more. They're ridiculously overpriced nowadays, so I need to try to find some at like, I don't know, Kroger. I've had really good luck finding gloves that don't cost an arm and a leg. So I recommend trying to find them at stores like in your local area rather than purchasing online because they're just too expensive online. And then this is where I keep some of my towels. Normally this whole area is filled with towels. I got my digital scale. I got a backup scale because sometimes your scales just break and that won't be good. So I bought a backup. My foil. This drawer is where I keep some baggies because I do reuse them because I store my sanitized beakers in baggies, and the baggies are clean, they're sanitized, so I just reuse them. I just make sure I keep them clean. I only reuse them a couple times before I throw them away. And then these binders are filled with recipes. Down here we have these little storage cubby things. You can get these at Target, Walmart. They're basically everywhere. This first drawer, I keep some extra gloves and then my gallon-sized baggies, and those are just smaller baggies I use from time to time. Right here is where I keep all my Pipettes. I have more coming in the mail. Go through those like crazy. This drawer and this drawer is packaging that I basically use just for myself, especially for YouTube videos, and they're all like in bags and sanitized and stuff. I just keep those there. This drawer is filled with tape. We got all kinds of tape. Tape for my labels, tape for boxes, electrical tape to seal my packages. I got some extra business cards, so I guess that's not tape. Got some scotch tape. I think that's it. Oh, these little labels, I use these all the time. I don't know, I'm just always needing to label things, so those are always nice to have. And then I think I got some paper clips here. Yeah, use those from time to time as well. Now this drawer primarily consists of my seals that I use for my products, which I'll link to where I purchased mine down below. I purchased them on eBay. So if you're watching this video years down the line, they might not be available anymore, but from what I remember, I'm pretty sure they're cheaper on eBay than they are on Amazon. So just search for press and seals on eBay and they will literally be the same size that your caps are. Then back here I have some pH meter stuff. I have my older pH meter, even though it says new. It's not my newer one. But I just keep this as a backup just in case my nicer one breaks. This is my nicer pH meter. You see me use it all the time. I'll link this one down below along with the cheaper one. The cheaper one's, it's nice too. And that's just a bunch of pH stuff too. Now, ooh, over here are actually my light bulbs. I've been asked a couple times what light bulbs I use for taking photos. These are it. I'll link them down below as well. I guess I shouldn't throw light bulbs. Too late. All right, this whole entire thing is filled with sanitized bottles. So I sanitize them and then I put them in these baggies. Honestly, I would love to have more of these containers. I just don't have space for them, but I like to have a ton of bottles pre-sanitized so they're just always ready for me. Alright, so this whole corner is basically my shipping corner. Don't mind all the crap down there. That is just random stuff. Ignore it. That stool, I got it at Walmart, if you're wondering. This table used to be my kitchen table, but it's a piece of crap now, so I put it in here. Got this on eBay. Got my cute, adorable little kitty cat sticky note holder. This, oh my gosh, this calculator, I highly, highly recommend. I bought this at Walmart, but I'm sure they have it on Amazon. I'll link to one down on Amazon. It's just so much better calculating things on this as opposed to your phone. And then here's my agenda. That's just chicken scratch in there. You don't want to look at it. And then we got these little shelves right here. I got my little kitty cat tape dispenser. She's so cute. This is where I keep just a bunch of my business labels. Business cards, I mean. So when I'm packing orders right here, I can just grab the business card. I have my adorable little Sailor Moon candle. Well, it used to be a candle. Now it's just an empty container and I cleaned it out. And I put like scissors, highlighters, markers, dry erase markers, stuff I use all the time right there. Now this thing, this was like the most genius idea I ever came up with, I feel like. I bought this on Amazon, I'll link it down below. But I just keep some envelopes here. I have pre-cut custom tissue paper. I'll link down below to where I get my custom tissue paper along with the video where I review the company where I got this from. But I have those pre-cut so I can just pull them out whenever I'm packing my orders. right here on my poly mailers. They're just little black poly mailers, and I purchased these on eBay. I'll link down below to where I get these. Okay, I just switched to you guys being on a different tripod. I feel like the footage before was too shaky. This is where I keep my little custom stickers that I make. I just buy these on Amazon and then print them out. Super easy. Then we have my Handle with Care stickers. These are really nice to have if you have fragile items. And then we got my electrical tape for my boxes, some other random stuff. And then this is my flash drive where I keep all my labels. So anytime I need to print out new labels, grab my flash drive, print them out. And up here is my printer. I highly do not recommend this printer. I will link it down below just so you guys know which one not to get. If you are on a budget, it is okay, honestly. I paid $100 for it, but if you want to actually invest in something nice, I don't recommend that printer. I need to get a better printer. Then this little guy right here, this is where I organize a bunch of my paper material. Up here we have this thing that I use to cut out my labels. I guess I'll link to one of those down below as well. I'll link to all these papers I use. This is my shipping label paper. It's just 2 shipping labels can be printed on one sheet. This is the paper I use to print my labels on for my products. I'll link that down below. This is my sticker round paper that I use for these. Then we got my scale that I use for weighing my packages. I'll link to that down below. And then we have just normal printer paper. I won't link to that because everybody knows where to get that. And one more thing, this is my little product batch sheet. Whenever I make a new batch of products, I will just write down the date I made it so I can keep track of it. So over here, here's just like an overview. We will start with my adorable little pink carts. I purchased this guy on Amazon. Of course, I will link it down below. And what I love to do is, like, when I'm working over here on this table, this is where I formulate everything. You'll see it here in a minute. I pull this cart over to the edge and I'll like put all of my products here, and that way I have extra space. And then I always keep my immersion blender on here as well. I just keep this head always plugged in. That way it's always ready. And then right here I keep pre-cut up pieces of tissue paper that I use for packing my orders. And down here I kind of just always keep random things, but right now I have just extra sheets of tissue paper. Don't mind the extension cord. So since my shipping station is right over there, I keep a lot of shipping materials on this shelf too. We'll start at the bottom. This is all just distilled water. I use that for sanitizing and making my products. This box, this is filled with crinkle paper. Of course, I'll link this down below as well. I use this for packing my orders. So cute. Right here, I just keep some binders with recipes. This notebook here, it actually has my old logo on it. But I keep a lot of paperwork in here. Whenever I purchase something online, I will print out the invoice, put it in here. That way I can do my sales report at the end of every single month. And then this notebook actually has all my labels. This is where I keep my labels for my products. I have them organized in these little plastic things. Yep. And then right here, we got some bubble wrap. I got more in my closet back there. Right here is just a collection of bubble wrap I've saved from orders I've received online. I like to reuse packaging from products I order online because I'm constantly ordering things online. So if the bubble wrap or something is still in good condition, I mean, I'll definitely reuse it. Like, why not? Reduce, reuse, recycle, you know? This is probably the more exciting stuff. Here is just a collection of some of my ingredients I use. These are solid non-ionic surfactants. These are anionic surfactants. These are liquid non-ionic surfactants. Amphoteric surfactants, I only got one. And some cationic surfactants. And then up there at the top, I've got some boxes. Those are my larger boxes. I will link down below to those. And then those are my smaller boxes I use. I'll link to those as well. The rest of this top shelf is kind of just a compilation of just random things I keep. I've got some like extra boxes there. I got a bucket there. That is filled with my, this kind of stuff here, like fake flowers and stuff I use for taking pictures and recording videos. That priority mail box up there, that guy right there, he's filled with a bunch of molds. That basket is filled with random products that I've made quite some time ago that I'm sort of just keeping there just to keep an eye on them to see what they do. And then those right there, all that stuff is dried herbs. And I don't really use those too much. I typically just use them, I use them more for like taking pictures and stuff. So next we got this middle shelf here. So the top shelf is emollient esters, butters, and then plant oils. And this shelf is powdered anionic surfactants. And then this shelf is stabilizers, fatty alcohols, fatty acids, things like Olawax LC, cetyl alcohol, stearic acid, those types of things. Here is my physical exfoliants. I have, that's all these. And then right here are gelling agents and thickeners. So that's like carbomer, xanthan gum, Silagel, Crotix, Sepamax Zen, that kind of stuff. This shelf is just random powders like baking soda, arrowroot powder, magnesium hydroxide. Right here we have my pH calibration solutions. You need to recalibrate your pH meter about once a month. And I really like just the liquid. It's actually easier than the powdered calibration things. You can buy them in like powder form. I don't know. I like the liquid. I'll link to those down below. I got some sodium hydroxide and citric acid to buff pH levels, and then rubbing alcohol, which we all know is a pain to find nowadays. And then this bottom shelf, that is just kind of like overflow ingredients. I got mica powders, essential oils, flavors, and fragrance oils. And now we got this other shelf over here in the corner. The top shelf is kind of filled with ingredients I don't really use too often. Mason jars, right there we got a bunch of powders and clays. Right here is where I keep my 2-ounce jars and 1-ounce jars. Down here we got some waxes, some more clays, some salts. Down there we got a big box full of glycerin and just some extra office supplies. Over here we have this sort of just shelf filled with random things that I'm just kind of keeping an eye on to see what they do, fails. This entire shelf is filled with extra ingredients that I'm not quite out of yet, but they're just big chilling up there until I need them. And then right there are some new products that I will hopefully release onto my Etsy shop soon. And then in this cabinet is actually all my favorite ingredients. Well, I don't know, the ones that get me most excited. So this very top shelf is just a bunch of ingredients I use for my Etsy shop. They're mainly extracts, and they're actually in alphabetical order too. But some aren't. Like we got some Baobab protein back there, got some Euxil PE 9010, some Ragu Age PF, but the majority of them are extracts. And then everything in here, they're all preservatives, besides a couple things back here. These are just like ingredients that can be used in hair care products. And I have like everything labeled like that's preservatives. I just have to remember those are hair care ingredients back there. Right here is oil soluble extracts. Right here we have some hydrolyzed proteins. Right here we have some water soluble extracts. Those are the water soluble extracts I don't use in my Etsy shop. And then right here we have cationic ingredients that are compatible with anionic surfactants like polysugaquat L1010P, honey quats. Then right here we have some aloe vera powder. I have like 2 packs of it. Right here is Lewicidal SF Complete, and then we got some hyaluronic acid back here. These are all humectants. These are chemical exfoliants. This is chelating agents, allantoin, panthenol, niacinamide. Down here on this shelf is all hydrosols essence waters. And then this bottom shelf are my larger containers of plant oils, and also we got some cocoa glucoside down there as well. If you guys want to see an entire ingredient collection of all the ingredients I have, let me know and I'll do that for you. So right here is the table where I make everything and where I record all my YouTube videos. I just keep this table surrounded with lights, so I always have good lighting. This is a window, if you're wondering, with my AC. But this table, I will link it down below. I absolutely love this table. It was such a good investment. It's pretty small. I do wish I could have a bigger one, but the room's not big enough for that. Down here, I keep some distilled water that I'm just like currently using when I make things. I have a spray bottle full of rubbing alcohol, hand sanitizer. These are my, actually let me grab them. These are those little glass round things. They're actually called watch glass that I use in a lot of my videos. A lot of you guys ask about these. I'll link these down below. And then also these little tiny bowls that I've been using in my videos lately as well. I'll link to these down below as well. And then we got some paper towels, and back there we have my pH meter, temperature gun, sanitizing tablets, and I actually have a shampoo bar mold back there. And then we have my little hamper, and then my trash can. Look at how cute he is. I got him at Target. Little kitties. Now, this shelf here, here's a good overview. This is where I keep all my bottles. Yeah. And then right there we have extra bubble wrap, we have paper towels, and I swear there's organization to these boxes. I know it looks like a mess, but they're organized in my mind. I just don't have anywhere else to put them, so they have to go up here. But these are all priority mail boxes. You can get them for free on USPS.com. I highly recommend shipping your packages in these. That way you don't have to buy boxes. I really only use them for larger orders though. I don't really know. They do have smaller priority mail boxes, but they're just a little too small for my products. And then, like I said, my closets, we're not going in there. And then lastly, we have this guy over here. We'll start down here. This drawer is actually my filing cabinet. If you guys would like to see a video more on like sales reports and stuff, let me know. I'll try to do it well enough without sharing too much personal information, you know? But yeah, that's my filing cabinet. Right here we have some beakers that are drying and just other things like immersion blenders and spoons and stuff. Right here is where I keep, these are pipettes that I keep in a bag. These are just, I don't know how to describe them. They're like all those metal utensils I use in my videos. Got some popsicle sticks. We got my large beakers that are all nice and sanitized. Over here we have those glass skewers and more of these metal spoons and stuff. I'll link to all this down below as well. Up here we got my immersion blender that is sanitized, unlike those ones. We've got all my beakers that are sanitized. And then we got this big bowl thing here that I use for making my large batches of body scrubs. Got another sanitized large beaker, some random pens and markers and stuff. And then this little shelf just has like random things. And then right here is my respirator that I use when I work with like powdered surfactants and things that, you know, you really don't want to breathe in. And then we're back to the beginning. That is my little apron I wear when I make everything. It's so cute. So there is my workshop. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you got some like organization tips, some ideas on like new things to buy. Like I said, I will have everything that I mentioned linked down below, and also anything else that I showed that I think you guys would be interested in linked down below as well. So check that description box. If you don't see something that I showed or mentioned, then let me know down in the comments and I will send you that link. Let me know if you want to see an ingredient collection. I have so many different ingredients like you've seen. I'll probably splice it up into like different videos, like do surfactants in one video, like oils in one video, something like that. Let me know if you got ideas on that, and definitely leave me a comment saying you want to see it down below, because it's probably going to take me a long time to record and I don't want to record it if you guys don't want to see it. So yeah, that is all. Hope you guys enjoyed. At Stardust Bath & Body, Nature's Farm Girl, Kennedy's Essentials, Let's Blend, Creative with Love, Wildflower, Heartfelt Beauty, KAJ Bath & Body, Blue Mint Soaps, Salt Air Label, Lenny's Beauty, Shark City Naturals, Ohana Lay, Danny Botanicals, at Nino55, K & Cool, Hempy Girl, Brie Maquillage, Alchemy and Clay, and Bible Belt Boutique. I also sell skincare products myself over on Etsy. My Etsy shop will be linked below, along with all my lovely patrons.
I'm stuck in the motions. I've been consumed by the wrath of time, like I'm frozen. I'm shattered in this life. It's still the path that I've chosen. Because I've had a vision, now I'm on a mission to find myself.